always nice to have blocks and a strap. So have those handy should you care to call on them during your practice. We're going to take it to the mats, have a little separation between the legs, take up a lot of real estate, and then send the back heavy on the mat. Shoulders are grounded, hips are grounded, and then flip the palms open to the heavens, close the eyes. Just take a moment here to connect with the body and the breath, quiet everything down. Taking a big breath in through the nose. Hold on to that fullness as the belly and lungs rise. And then exhale slowly through the mouth, letting everything settle. Belly hollows, lungs deflate, and feel a little bit more grounded through the back body. A few more breaths just like that as we quiet the mind, the body. Preparing ourselves for our practice this morning. And as always, if you'd like to set an intention for your practice, intentions can be absolutely anything. It could be your intention to quiet the mind as you go through your practice this morning. It could be for a person, an intention. It could be for a personal trait. It could be for world peace. Anything that at all that is important to you, you can set your practice for that intention, or you could not. Last breath here. Go ahead and float that right leg to the mat. Let that knee get nice and heavy. And as the knee melts closer to the mat, bring some movement to that right ankle. Circling in both directions. Or if you prefer to point and flex, whatever feels right. Relax the ankle, just wiggle the toes. Maybe pull the toes apart if you can. Give them a wiggle. Relax the ankle and the foot. And now take that right knee to the outside of that right shoulder, making that left hip rounded, settled. See if we can find some length on that inner thigh on the right side. Come on back to center. Left hand to right knee. Feel grounded on that right shoulder. Let that leg cross the body. Breathe into the right rib cage. Let that knee get heavy. So here, if you want to put a block under that knee, there's the option. And if it feels okay, take that right ear to the mat. Let's linger here. Come on back to center. Extend that leg straight up. Here's where you can have the option of using a strap up or simply taking the hands in behind the thigh or grabbing the big toe with the peace fingers. But feel grounded and settled into the shoulders and the head. Float that leg to wherever it makes sense. See if you can straighten out through the back of that knee a little bit more and send the energy from the glute up the hamstrings, behind the knee, calf, and heel. Toe melts towards the shin, so we wake up that calf a little bit. Now go ahead and soften that knee. We're going to take the hand to the outside of that foot, finding a half happy baby here. So float that knee to the mat, send it away. Just a couple little pumps here. And now send that leg straight up, release the hand, float that foot a little closer to the heavens, and float that leg back down on the mat like a feather. Hopefully it feels a little longer. Now melt that knee to the chest on the left side, let it get nice and heavy, bring some movement to that left foot. Ankle, circles. Point and flex, whatever feels good. And relax the foot, just wiggle the toes, separate the toes, give them a wiggle. And now relax that foot completely, melt that knee a little closer to the chest. And now start to float to the outside of that left shoulder. Right side of the body is grounded and heavy. Breathe into that inner thigh here, find some length. And come on back to center. Right hand to that left knee, let's look for that twist. We shine that left hip to the heaven. Again, option to take a knee under that block. Option to take left ear to mat. Hold here. Come on back to center. Start to float that left leg up again, finding your strap. Hands behind the hamstring or big toe, you decide. But work on straightening that leg. Float it as close to the body as it makes sense for you today. Again, shoulders and head are heavy. We have the tendency to want to pull up. We want to feel settled. Noticing the difference from one side of the body versus the other. Last breath here. Soften that knee. Find your half happy baby on this side. So take that knee to the outside of the shoulder. Send it up. Last one. Float that leg a little closer to the heavens. Float it down like a feather. Right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder. Imprint to the small of the back, pull up neck, head, and shoulders. Take it to a little roll. Relieving any tension that we're carrying through the shoulder girdle. Let that head get heavy once again. Just switch the arms. So right hand on top of left, left hand on top of right, or switch it whichever way you had it. Imprint once again. Up go the neck, head, and shoulders. Take it to a little roll. And now come on back to center. Let that head get heavy. Bring both knees to the chest. Give yourself a little rock and roll. And as you're rolling from side to side, check in. How are you feeling this morning? Headspace, energy level. How are your joints feeling? Taking it side to side, playing with where those knees are. The closer they are to the torso, the higher up on the spine that massage is. And now come on back to center, reach for your elastic. Take the elastic onto the arches of the feet. So you want some tension, take the knees above the hips. We're going to start with a nice flat back. Arms can be anywhere you like, a T, a V, or a stop sign. Keep that left leg nice and strong and send the right leg away for 12. We've got 4 more. 3, 2. Last one, send it away and just hold it here. And I'll bring the toes away and forward for 10, 9, 8. You feel your calf waking up. 7, 6, 5. And now bring that right knee back. Keep that right leg quiet. Send that left leg away for 12. Slow and controlled, we're moving with intention. Two more. Last one, send it away, holds here. Point and flex the toes for 10, 9, 3, 2, 1. Bring both knees back above the hips. Try to keep the toes pointed towards the shin so we're keeping those calves active. Take the hands in behind the head, ladies. Elbows in the periphery. We're just gently supporting it. Imprint through the small of the back, up those neck, head, and shoulders. Find your bicycle. Send the right leg away, right elbow, left knee. Always exhaling during the hardest part of the exercise. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. Back to center. Hold here. Shimmy the elastic down to the ankles. You might need to adjust it. Send the legs straight up. Back is grounded. Separate the legs. Pull apart for 12. Super slow. Should feel the glutes, outer hips, the abductor muscles working here. Three more. 3. We're going to hold on the last one. 2. Hold here as far apart as you can. I'm going to pulse for 10. Hold the extension. Bring the arms above the chest. Bring the palms together. Imprint through the small of the back. Take the fingers up to the heavens for 12. Keep that tension on the elastic. 3, 2, hold here. Bring the arms down. So we're still floating the neck, head, and shoulders. Bring the fingers up towards the front of the mat, curling in for 12. Keep the tension on the elastic. 3, 2, last one, and release. Soften those knees, bring the knees to the chest. Give yourself a rock and roll. Now, while we're here, we're going to take that elastic back onto the arches of the feet. And we're going to roll ourselves from tail to spine. Tail to head, pardon me, along the spine. Third time, we're going to roll ourselves up into neutral table. It's not going to look pretty, but we're going to get here. Knees underneath the hips. Again, keep that tension on the elastic. Curl the toes under. If you need to adjust it, go ahead and adjust it. Wrists, elbows, and shoulders are stacked. Find your bear. Come on up. Hold here. So the knees are just floating above the mat. You want to make sure that you're stacked so you keep the shoulder girdle safe. We hover. We're going to add into this. Bring the right knee towards the wrist and back. Left. Right. You should feel your core working. You should feel your quads working. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring those knees down. Uncurl the toes. Find your cat-cow. Big breath in. Get that big stretch in the belly. Should feel good after that contraction. Exhale. Tuck the chin in the tail. Find some length in the back. So rolling through your cat-cows. Last one, big stretch. Back to neutral table. When you're ready, send that left arm away and that right leg away. Hold here. So try and keep that leg parallel if you can. We're going to bring elbow and knee together for 10. Send it away. Big reach, full extension. 4. Curling in. Last one. Hands down, toes down. Send the heel back. Find a calf stretch. Heel gets heavy. Wake up that calf muscle. Toes and the ball bones of the toes are heavy into the mat. And that heel is floating back a little closer to the mat. There's that stretch. Relax, come on back. Neutral table. 1 cat-cow. Big breath in. Exhale. Neutral table. You know where we're going. Left leg back. Right arm forward. Hold to start. And now let's bring that elbow and knee together for 10. Curling in, send it away. Full extension. Slow, controlled, deliberate movements. Last one. Hand comes down, toes come down. Let them get heavy. Send that heel back. Find your calf stretch. Take that knee back where it belongs, underneath the hips. Walk the hands forward. Send those hips up. Downward dog. Walk it up. Now start to walk the hands and the feet to meet in the middle of your mat. Forward fold. Now you're looking for more length in the back. Take the hips behind the ankles. Melt the heart a little closer. Hold here. Inhale to a flat back. Extend through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Stack the spine. Come on up 1 vertebrae at a time. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. A little standing oblique work, ladies. So we're stacked. Ankles, knees, and hips. Find your stop sign arms here. We're going to take the opposite knee to the opposite elbow. Try and bring that knee up as close to the elbow as you can before you curl in. Alternate legs. With control. Let's go for 5, 4, 3. Last one. Come on back to center. Relax the arms. Forward fold, let go. Now you're just going to lift 1 foot at a time so you can take the elastic and start to shimmy it up the legs. So take it just above the knees. Again, ankles, knees, and hips are stacked. Ladies, let's start with a nice fold. Find length in the back body. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, soften. Inhale, rise. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. You know where we're going. Ankles, knees, and hips are stacked. Keep that spine nice and tall. Your gaze is forward. Sit back in that chair. Hold here. So when we look down, we collapse. Keep that spine tall, core is integrated, bring the arms up. Little lower, hold here. Little lower, hold here. Ten little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Hands to the heart. Big breath in. Get tall. Grab the left wrist with the right hand. Inhale, tall. Exhale, take it right. Breathe into that left rib cage. Come on up to center. Right wrist with left hand. Inhale, tall. Exhale, take it left. And come on up. Nice tall stack spine. Now relax the arms. Take the hands to the heart. Find a drishti or a focal point that's going to help with your balance. Sit back in that chair. Here, we're going to lift the heels nice and slow. 12. So if you can focus on something, it helps with your balance. 2, last one, stay on your toes. Hold. 5. It's okay to wiggle. Proprioceptors are firing. You're going to keep your balance. Maybe a little lower. Hold for 3. For 2. 1. Heels come down, come all the way up. Keep your hands at heart center. We're going to play with that just a little bit more. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed. Tips of the shoulder blades are coming a little more closer together, so we're opening up through the heart. Always being grateful for what our body can do on our mat. Sit back in that chair. Everyone's favorite, up just a centimeter, down just a centimeter. And of course, we're going to add into this. Yeah, nice tall spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Right leg comes out. Back. Stay low. Left. Back. So we're controlled. We're taking advantage of that big stretch that we can take to the sides. Reach. Reach. Now, if you want to add a little hop to it, you can. Or not. For 5, 4. Should feel your glutes. 3, 2. Last one. Back to center. Stay low. So again, you're stacked. Spine is tall. Lift the heels for 10, 9, 8. Last one. Say high. Hold. Lower the heels. Inhale tall. Exhale, take a bow. Let it go. While we're here, let's take care of those cervical vertebrae, little circles with the head. Send it the other way. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Ladies, take the hands to the mat, soften the knees, and take it back down to tabletop position. Find your cat-cow once again. Big breath in. 3 big extensions of the belly and the back, and cat-cow. Last one. And back to center. Keep the left side quiet. Fire hydrants on the right. Don't let that left side get lazy and dump to the side. Slow. High as you can. We got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold your fire hydrant here. Just hold. Now bring that knee towards the elbow for 10. Keep the left side quiet. 5. Back your hip. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Float it down. 1. Cat-cow. Big breath in. Exhale. Back to neutral table. Adjust your elastic if you need to. Right side stays quiet. Fire hydrant on the left for 15. With control. Last one. Keep it up to the elbow for 10, 9, 5, 3, 2. Last one. Come on down. 1 cat-cow. Big breath in. Exhale. Bring the legs together, ladies. Take the sit bones to the heels. Drape the body over the legs, forehead to the mat, arms alongside the body, palms up. Find your shell. Enjoy a nice stretch through the glutes here as they get heavy to the heels. And now start to peel the torso away from the thighs. Hands alongside the body, walk forward, lower down. Hands alongside the chest, tops of the feet are heavy. Inhale, cobra. Just get a nice stretch. The front of those hip flexors are going to do a little bit more work for us. Glutes are going to do a little bit more work for us. Again, the shoulders are back. The tips of the shoulder blades are melting a little closer together. That heart is open and full. Come on down. Welcome to stack your hands, forehead onto the hands. Bend that right leg. Left leg stays grounded. Right toes to the shin. Imprint the hip points heavily into the mat. And now float that leg up. Heels to the heavens. We've got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay high. Hold here. Little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7. And release. Extend that right leg. When it lands, soften that left knee. Hip points are heavy into the mat. Left toes to the shin. Up we go. By pressing the hip points into the mat, you should feel your hams and glutes engage more. 2, 1. Stay here. 10 pulses. And release. Send the arms alongside of the chest. Inhale, cobra or up dog, yogi's choice. Exhale, downward dog, walk it out. Ladies, take a great big breath in on the exhale, walk yourself forward, find your plank. You can come to your knees, you can come to your forearms, you know that. Let's hold it. Take the right leg away, bring it back. Left leg away, bring it back. Alternate legs. Keep the hips low. Let's do one more each side. Hold here. Come on down to your forearms. Low plank. Hold here. High plank. Downward dog. Send hips back. Walk it out. Take a few breaths in downward dog. Tap into how those legs are feeling, those glutes. Walk the hands and the feet to meet in the middle of the mat one more time. Let it all go. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Big breath in. Bring the arms overhead. And exhale, down to heart center. Ladies, we're going to glue those heels together, finding our first position. So again, if you need to adjust the elastics, go right ahead and do it. We're going to keep the arms out to the side. Softness in the elbows. Plie. Really zip up when you come up. So we're not just straightening the legs, we're pulling everything up. So knees are always in the direction of the toes. That's what keeps them safe. Five, four, three, two, one. Stay low. Butterflies. 15. Stay low. Hold here. A little lower. Tall spine. Don't look down. Look straight ahead. Hold. 10 butterflies. Hold. Zip it up. Slow for 10. Keep the heels grounded. Squeeze everything to midline. So you're really pressing through your heels as you come up. Last one. Stay low. Hold here. Now with the heels together, lift the heels up for 10, 9, 8. A little more difficult with the elastic on. 3, 2, 1. Zip it up. Bring your toes and knees in line with your hips. Inhale tall. Exhale bow. Grab opposite elbow with opposite hand. Have a little sway, ladies, from side to side. Let everything go. Now reach for that elastic and shimmy it down the legs. Step out of the elastic and take it up with you as we stack spine. Take the elastic on the wrist. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Then the arms up. So we've got some tension on the elastic. We're going to take the elastic down to the chest. But we're going to bring those elbows back for 15. Slow and controlled. Squeeze. So imagine that pencil in between the shoulder blades. Knees are soft. Three, two. Last one. Send the arms straight out. Propel the hands. Push them apart for 12. Three, two, and one. Ladies, left hand with the elastic, midline, chest, right elbow tight, soft knees. Take that arm, send it straight back, nice and slow. 15 for your triceps. Tricep extension here. Slow control. Feel the arms working. 3, 2, 1. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Right hand to the chest. Left elbow tight. Now extend that arm back. So you'll notice that one arm's probably a lot stronger than the other. So if you've got the black band, you should feel your triceps and your biceps working here. Two more. Last one, we're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that. Take the elastic in your hands, slide down, forward fold. Take the elastic off to the side. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Ladies, we're going to come into Malasana here. So if you know you need to have your feet a little wider than your hips, go ahead and do that. But if you're good to go, we lower the hips down. Take the shoulders inside the knees. Now, if you find there's a lot of strain on the legs, you can take a block underneath the sit bones, but press the shoulders into the knees and the knees into the shoulders. Hold here. Root through the feet, come all the way up. Keep the hands at heart center. We're going to do that one more time. Big breath in, get tall through the spine. Exhale, find Malasana. Again, press the knees into the shoulders, oppose with the shoulders. Spine is tall, don't look down. And slowly take the sit bones down to the mat, extend the legs. Inhale tall. Exhale, take a bow. So just linger for a little bit here. Tap into how the back of the legs are feeling. The hamstrings, the glutes, the back. Again, there's no destination in sight, but take a great big breath. And as you exhale, can you soften just a little bit more? Once again, big breath in. Exhale, soften. We've got one more exercise with the elastic, ladies, and then we're going to actually do a little core and some stretching. Come on up. Nice tall snug spine. Or reach for your elastic. Last time, place it onto your ankles. Little separation between the legs, so you've got some tension on the elastic. Now, by default, you're going to lean back, but try and keep that back nice and tall. Left leg's going to be grounded. We're going to lift that right leg up for 15, 14. As high as you can, with control up, with control down. So don't let the elastic do the work. 6, 5, 3, 2. We're going to hold the last one. Take it up high. Hold here for 5, 4. Quad should be working. 3, 2, 1. Let it down. Inhale tall before we switch sides. Exhale, take a bow. Again, tap into those legs. How you feeling? Inhale, tall spine. Some tension in the elastic. Right leg's going to stay quiet. Left leg's going to come up for 15. Breathe. And try and keep that back tall. 5, 3, 2. Last one. Stay here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that leg come down. Inhale tall. Exhale, take a bow. Now as we stack the spine, ladies, reach for that elastic and shimmy it up above the knees. Nice tall spine to start. Send the arms towards the toes. Relax the shoulders. We're going to take that spine down one vertebrae at a time with control, waking up the belly. Relax the shoulders. No tension. Like a rope is just letting you down with control, with ease. You start to feel grounded a little bit to those lower vertebrae as we deliver each vertebrae down, shoulders, and head. Once it lands, soften the knees, sitting up for bridge pose. Imprint through the small of the back. Hold into that imprint, feel the core connect. Root down through the feet, take the ball mounds and toes up off the mat, arms alongside of the body, a T, a V, or a stop sign, whatever floats your boat. We're heavy through the sit bones. And now the tail's already lifted. Pull each consecutive vertebrae up one at a time. Root through those heels a little higher, just hold here. And breathe into the front of those hip flexors. Your weight bearing on your neck, so your gaze is straight up. You're keeping your neck safe. We're going to come down for a tap and up. And then 5 more. 5, 4. Find that length. 3 in the hips. 2. Last one. Stayed high. Hold here. Lower the feet. Ball moans down. Take the spine down one vertebrae at a time. And now let the natural curve of the spine come back. Relaxing the spine. Imprint to the spine, flattening out, bring those knees up. So your choice, either you're lowering your heels down towards the floor or you're extending your legs and then lowering them down. With control, keep the spine nice and flat. We're going to go for 15. Breathe. Three more. 2. Last one. Bring the knees back first. And now take those legs wherever you can hold them. We're going to linger. Hold. Hold for 5, 3. Bring the knees to your chest. Give yourself a rock and roll. You'll be happy to know we are done with the elastic. So shimmy that elastic off the legs. Pass it to the side. Shoulders are heavy. Send those legs straight up. Without using your arms, we're going to bring the knees towards the chest and lift the tail. Nice and slow and controlled for 15. Working the core here. You just really feel your whole abdominal working. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Come on back to center. Soften those knees. Keep the shoulders grounded. Take it to the right for a hover. And center. Left. Hover. Center. Important that you keep the shoulder girdle down. I've neglected oblique work today. But we're not done yet. One more each side. Now go ahead and float the knees all the way to the right. So enjoy a nice twist here first. Shine that hip, left hip to the heavens. Knees are stacked. Take the hands up behind the head. Think of bringing that bottom rib and hip a little closer together as we curl up for 10. Slow and controlled. 4. Squeeze in. 3, 2. Last one. Come up. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down. Knees to center. Take the knees over to the left. Find your twist first. Enjoy that stretch. Again, notice how one hip feels versus the other. We're going to give them a nice stretch momentarily. I promise this is the last one. So again, hands in behind the head. Right rib, bottom, right bottom rib and hip coming closer together, curling up for 10, 9, 8. So don't think of bringing the chest forward. Think of bringing that hip and rib closer. 3, 2, 1. Come on back to center. Bring the knees up towards the heavens, floating towards the chest. Find your happy baby, ladies. Take it to a little roll. Send one leg away. How's that hand feeling? Other leg away. Last time from side to side. Bring those feet down and then slide them down the mat so the legs are extended. Arms alongside of the body. Imprint through the small of the back. Up goes the head, the shoulders. Again, we're going to pull up like a rope is pulling us up with control. 1 at a time. Stacking spine. Inhale tall. Exhale bow. And stack the spine. Soften that knee and take that right hand to the outside of that right foot. Let's do a couple of pedals first before we find our number 4. It's nice and slow. Get that stretch in the back of the shoulder. Last one. Send it away. And now soften that knee and find your number 4. So again, you're welcome to use a strap here. The work here is trying to keep that leg parallel. It really gets into the glute and the hip flexors. If you're really tight, you might want to put a block underneath it and press into the block. Welcome to use your strap. So inhale, tall spine. Exhale, take a fold.
Allow the exhalations to help soften and really send the breath to those areas where you feel some tightness, probably the glutes, the hams a little bit. Breathe into that space. And imagine all those muscle fibers untangling, lengthening. So hopefully with each exhalation, you feel a little softening. Now go ahead and relax. Tall spine, take that right foot onto the mat and slide it as close to that left hip as you can. Press down with the foot, send the knee a little closer, stack the spine a little taller. And as you hug in that knee, you should feel a nice stretch throughout the outside of that right glute, abductors, hold here. Right hand behind you, left hand up to the heavens. Inhale, tall. Exhale, find your twist, either elbow to knee or hand to shoulder. And if you can, take a little peek behind you. Should feel a nice twist through the spine. Now release that. Come on back to center. Send that right leg straight out. Inhale, tall before we switch it up. Exhale, take a bow. And once again, stack that spine. We're going to soften that left knee, taking that left hand to the outside of that foot, fingers to midline, send it away. Again, enjoy that stretch in the back of the shoulder. Sometimes we pedal so quickly we miss that opportunity. Ah, beautiful. Last one. Soften that knee. Find your number 4. So again, you're going to notice right away which hip's a little tighter. So if you can, we try and balance out that knee to parallel. And now inhale, tall spine, exhale, take a bow. So again, strapless comes in handy here if you choose. So again, breathe into that tightness. See if you can create some space. Visualize it. The actin and the myosin just loosening up. Last breath here. Go ahead and stack the spine. Left foot onto mat. Take it as close to that hip as you can. Root down through that foot, snug in that knee, grow a little taller to the spine. And again, breathe into the outer glute, abductor muscle, hold here. Getting ready for a twist. We're going to float that left hand behind us, right hand to the heavens. Inhale, tall. Exhale, find your twist. And if you can, gaze behind you. We're going to slowly unravel. Now, take that left foot onto the mat. Take that right foot onto the mat. Now, bring the soles of the feet together. Cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana. Take the heels as close to the torso as you can. Don't grab the big toes because we tend to pull up on the ankles. You can grab the arches of the feet. You can grab the ankles themselves. You can use the forearms to soften those knees towards the mat. Don't force them. And if you feel grounded and rooted, you can start to soften that heart a little closer, but don't lift the cheeks. Keep the sit bones grounded. And as we press the outsides of the feet together and we let those knees soften, you should find more length on those inner thighs. Again, breathe into that. Last breath here. Stack the spine. Take the hands to the outside of the knees. Extend those legs one final time. Inhale, tall, big breath in. Exhale, bow. And notice how this forward fold feels versus the very first one we did. Hopefully you've got a lot more length available to you now. Go ahead and snap the spine. Relax the shoulders. We're going to deliver that spine one vertebrae at a time. With control, again, holding onto that rope as it lowers us down. Core's engaged, we're active. Always moving with intention. And when the shoulders land and the head lands, take the knees to the chest one final time. Give yourself a little rock and roll. And as you roll from side to side, I'm going to ask that you check in with the body one more time. How are those muscles feeling, those joints feeling, your energy level, your headspace? Maybe you want to revisit that intention if you set one today. Whatever feels right on your mat. Think about how you'd like to spend Shavasana, what props you might want to call on. And if you solve that mystery, I invite you to float your way into whatever version of Shavasana is going to serve you best today. So find that place on the mat where you feel supported, where you feel grounded. Close the eyes, making sure there's no tension in the jaw, no tension in the brow, no tension through the neck and the shoulders. Anything that's in contact with your props or the mat feels heavy. Body's relaxed, eyes are closed. Take a great big breath in through the nose for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on to that fullness. And now purse the lips and open the mouth and exhale with a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do that again. Big breath in for 4, 3. Fill the lungs, fill the belly. 2, 1. Hold on to that fullness, feeling a little lighter. Purse the lips, exhale for 4, 3. Feeling grounded, settled. 1. And again for 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Last time, big breath in. Hold. Exhale. Let the natural rhythm of the breath return. And with each exhale, think of elongating those exhales. Think of softening through those exhales. Think of melting a little deeper into your mat, allowing the body to surrender and absorb all the good of your work today as we settle in.
Ladies, we're slowly gonna start to bring some awareness back to the body. Waking up any which way you like. Introducing movement that is welcome. Always nice to start with fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Maybe introducing some movement into the head and the neck, bringing it into the torso. If you want to send energy out in opposite directions, giving yourself a great big full body stretch. Maybe you want to float onto one side and settle there, supporting the head. Taking a few moments there. And then when you're ready, joining me in a comfortable seated position, the stacked spine. Hands to the heart, a bow to that heart, always grateful for our time together and always grateful for what our bodies allow us to do us on the mat. I honor the place in you where the whole universe resides, and when you are in that place in you and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste.